Yo, Illa, yeah, LF8 music, Parent Trap 2. Yo, a lot's changed since last time. It is like a young OG. 21, gardening up in the slums, grows trees. Jason serving 10 years because he slung those bees and took a life with it. Yeah, Grace's mom OD, she died, dead and buried, laid up in the cemetery. In fact, it will have been 5 years in February. That's the reason why Grace, she ain't never married. One of her baby dad's in jail, the other one ain't never finished secondary. But yo, let me rewind a bit, back almost a decade, when it was that grimy kid, the first day that he met Grace. 8 years ago, outside them gates, year 11 girl just going school with her best mates. Who would have thought that she would end up in a neck brace in the next month? Cause her red's late and the tester on the test day said she's pregnant. Remember, she was Jason's girl at the time, but on that day she weren't just Jason's girl for the night. As soon as he found out, he said his paternity testing it ain't his, must be Eddie's kid. Then he switched out on a reckless tip, kicked the girl down a flight of stairs. That was his way of ending it. Yo, the way her neck was twisted, doctor said she could have died, but she didn't. Both her and the fetus survived. Jason catered to the needs of his pride, went to the hospital and made a promise she would keep it alive. Made her swear she wouldn't tell nobody that it weren't his baby. If she breathed the word to anyone, it hurt her worse. He's crazy. A terrified young lady, being terrorized but never cried once lately. Forward 8 months, she's in labor whilst Jason was out there in the streets, rolling with Eddie, still his little G. When he got the call and they said she was in delivery, he literally said cool, hung up and then stayed on the corner, didn't leave. And since her mother is a fiend, you know she didn't reach, but Grace had the mentality that family she didn't need. When the kid was born, cut the umbilical cord, looked at her first son for the first time, biggest grin on the ward. The next day, her and the baby came home. She ain't seen or heard from Jason, he ain't phoned. Her mom's clucking in the kitchen cause she ain't stoned. So on the real, that means Jay's location, it ain't known. Cause Jay wouldn't lay low unless he really had a reason. He stayed on his J.O. for the paper he made dough. So she knew he was avoiding her, but that wasn't annoying her. She'd never be alone again, she had a baby boy with her. Couple weeks went by, then he showed up. Big smile on his face when he rode up. He walked in and said, what, can't I get no love? She loves it when he's happy, so she won't oppose hugs. She said, come meet your son. He said, that's what I plan to do. Started taking off his belt. She's looking at him, man, confused. She said, he's right there in a cot. Jason stopped looking amused, told her he's about to breed her and them two are gonna have a you. She said, I just. Then he cut her off and said, you just what? Just wanna raise another man's pick-me whilst I just watch, huh? And then he started to tell her she's loose, got her believing it as well. She even said it's the truth. 3 years down the line, she's got a 3-year-old and 2-year-old. 2 brothers sitting at their grandmother's funeral. They've already seen Granny's corpse laid. Couple months later now, they're at Daddy's court case. 4 years later for early release, he's getting ready. But just thinking of the street, the thoughts could turn his legs to jelly. He had money and respect, ain't left with any. Plus the word on the road is his eldest son Jerome resembles Eddie. Word on the road is his eldest son Jerome resembles Eddie.